Hi YouTube, my name is Nani and this is my first pregnancy vlog. I am 14 weeks and 4 days pregnant today, and I am super excited. Let me give you some background information. First of all, I'm 24 years old. I'm engaged to my fiance. He's 26 and his name is Jesus. We've been together for 4.5 years. It's gonna be actually 5 years in December. You know, time goes by super fast. And I've actually been wanting to have a baby for about 2 years now, but he wasn't ready yet. You know, so I kept having to, you know, beg and plead and, you know, plead with him because, you know, I just desperately wanted to get pregnant. And he finally agreed in April, and in June, actually I found out June 30th, I was pregnant. And the way that I found out I was pregnant is, for all of you out there that are trying to get pregnant or looking for symptoms, I didn't really have like many symptoms. Like I didn't have the sore breasts or, you know, the nausea or really any of that. The only way I knew was because my period was supposed to come on a Friday, and Thursday I started like cramping, so I was for sure that I was gonna get my period the next day. But the next day I didn't get my period and I was still cramping, and the following day after that I was still cramping and still no period. So on Tuesday, when I was, I think, 4 days late, I took a test and it came out positive right away, really dark line. I'm gonna try to post pictures later on. And I was really super excited. The first person that I told was my friend Mindy, because she was already pregnant. She's about a trimester ahead of me, so I'm 14 weeks and she's like 27 weeks now. So I just started my second trimester and she's going into her third trimester. So I told her first, and then I posted it on Baby Center, which is a website that I have, you know, been looking at for a while. I posted it on there, and then I waited for my fiance to get home from work, and I didn't tell him right away. I actually put the pregnancy test on the toilet so he would find it, because the first thing he does when he comes home is go and take a shower. So he got home and I acted like nothing was different. Even though he knew that my period was late, I told him I was gonna wait till Friday to test, but obviously I didn't. And so he got home and I was like, oh, you know, I just acting normal, you know, hey babe, how was your day, blah blah blah. And then he went, of course, you know, to the bathroom, and I like followed him to the bathroom, and of course he saw the pregnancy test and he picked it up and he looked a little bit confused, and he looked at me and he was like, you're pregnant? And I'm like, yeah, and with like this huge cheesy smile, and I was like, yeah, you know, we're gonna have a baby. And he was like, oh, okay. And he just jumped in the shower. I'm like, okay, that's it, you know, like I expected him to be, you know, more enthused. But of course men aren't as emotional as women, and I was like, and me being all hormonal, I started crying because, you know, he wasn't as happy as I wanted him to be. And he was like, well, what do you want me to do? And I was like, jump up and down. You know, I'm such a baby. So then after I told him, I didn't want to tell any of my family yet because I wanted to tell them face to face, but my mom happened to call me right after that. So I told her and she was really happy. You know, she told me even though she wanted me to wait, you know, a little bit longer till we were, you know, more financially stable and all of that. You know, she knew that I've been wanting this for a long time, so she was really happy. And then we went over his parents' house. I told his parents, you know, his parents were really happy. Well, we told his parents. And so yeah, then I told my parents, if like well, my dad and my sister and my brother, I told my family a few days later. And the way I told them was really funny. I actually had them close their eyes, and I did it to my sister first, and then my dad, and then my brother. I had them close their eyes, and then I gave them the pregnancy test, the positive pregnancy test, and my sister was super excited. My dad was confused because he didn't know what the heck it was, but I told him, you know, you're gonna be a grandpa again, and he was really happy because he been wanting me to get pregnant for a long time. And then, you know, my brother was really happy too. But this pregnancy has been really uneventful. Like, thank God, you know, I really haven't had any morning sickness, any nausea, really no symptoms at all. Like, I don't even feel pregnant. Like, feel the same as I always have. At 6 weeks I did spot a little bit though. I had like brown spotting, so I went to the hospital and they did an ultrasound, which was the first and only ultrasound I've had so far, but it was just like a little bean. I didn't get to see anything that day. I had to go back the next day to pick up my medical records and I saw it then. It was just like a little bean, but I was still so excited. And they said that the bleeding was, I guess it was the baby moving around, or I don't know. They couldn't really explain it, but it happens to a lot of women. And it only happened for that one day, and it was only like a little bit, so and it hasn't happened again, so thankfully. So I went to the doctors for the second time. I had my first appointment when I was 10 weeks. It was pretty uneventful. All they did was take blood, take urine, weigh me, and do my blood pressure, and that was it. And then my second appointment was about 2 weeks ago, and I got to hear the heartbeat for the first time, and my fiance came with me, and that was really exciting and really fun. It seems so unreal, like, since I really haven't had any symptoms at all. Like, I don't even feel pregnant. I'm not showing yet. Also, being that I'm a plus size girl, I know it's gonna take longer for me to show. So I'm just really excited. I'm gonna try to keep you guys updated every 2 weeks. My next appointment is actually gonna be at 16 weeks. They might do an ultrasound to determine the sex. I'm not sure though, because they said between 16 and 20 weeks they do it. So I don't know. I hope so. I want to know the sex of the baby, like, right now. I really think it's a boy though. I just have a really strong gut feeling that it's a boy. And there's a lot of things that tell me it's a boy. Like, for one, it's the gut feeling. For two, I took like 6 Chinese gender prediction quizzes or whatever, and 4 out of 6 of them said it was a boy. I had a reading by a baby psychic called Ruby, and she said it was a boy. And even the doctor, when they heard the heartbeat, they said, it sounded like a boy. According to like the old wives' tales or whatever, the heartbeat was 148 beats per minute. So yeah, I really think it's a boy. Like, I'll be happy either way, but I just really think it's a boy. If they tell me it's a girl, I'll be really shocked, but I'll let you guys know when I know, hopefully in 2 weeks. But I don't know, it might be after that. I have my fingers crossed that it will be in 2 weeks. So I will keep you guys updated. Feel free to ask any questions. This is my first ever YouTube video, so I'm a newbie at this. So yeah, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.